All right, today is day 24 of the US Investing Championship, and overall, I'm up 0.59% year to date versus the S&P 500's minus 0.26%. And in this video, I'm going to show you why silver can potentially crash by as much as 24% and how you can profit whether its price goes up or goes down. And if you're new to the channel, this is my trade journal as part of the 2026 US Investing Championship journey, and in which I share with you my wins, my losses, and what I'm learning in the process so that when it benefits me, so that I can become a better trader and investor, and it benefits you as you follow along this journey. Like and comment on this video, and if I get 20 likes and 20 comments, I will do a free masterclass on options. So, what are my wins for today? Well, I did a twin butterfly on Tesla. Um, so I made, so here, let me show you. And then I cut my losses short on AES, EQT, and LBRT. So here's the spreadsheet for today. Unfortunately, I lost money on these three long calls of about almost $1,200. And later on, I'll share with you guys what are the lessons learned there. But I did a twin butterfly strategy. So in a twin butterfly strategy, it's comprised of two butterflies. So because I don't know where the price will go, whether the price will go up or go down. So by doing it this way, I was able to make money without knowing the direction or not predicting the direction of the stock. And I made $216 for a 13.33% profit in a matter of 4 days because I placed this trade on a Monday and I exited today, Thursday. All right. So net for the day, loss of $983, unfortunately. But losing is part of winning, right? So, what are the lessons learned? Well, I have a proprietary system, and I kind of forced the trade, for those three long calls, and that's why I lost money on them. So the learning here is if it's 9 out of 9 plus other factors, then I enter the position at 1.5% of my account size, and I can roll three times and then I sell because what I did too was that I rolled three times and I rolled four times and then I did not sell, but then the thing came back down on me, and so I lost money on the last part, but overall, like in some of the positions, actually, I still made money. But I could have spared myself that loss had I just decided to just sell at, after the third roll. Um, so that I can capture that gain and not overstay my welcome, so to speak, right? If it's 9 out of 9, I can enter at 1% position size, that is without the other factors involved. Well, I did that on a lot of takers, but I exited immediately because I did not follow the entire system, but I could have rolled twice and then sell, and then 8 out of 9, again 1% position size, because actually on EQT it is 8 out of 9. I was a- I rolled it from $50 call to 50 to 53, then 54. I should have sold at 54 and lock in my profit, but instead, I overstayed my welcome, and then today I had to sell it at a loss, and net loss on that one I think is like $49, right? So that's the reason why I roll, is so that I minimize, my I guess my risk, reduce my risk by taking profits off the table. All right. And then if it's 7 out of 9, I can just buy the stock with a 5% stop loss. And if I get stop out, that's okay. The loss, because the volatility is smaller when you buy the stock versus when you buy the long call, right? So lesson learned there. And then now let me show you my live account so that you have no doubt in your mind that this is for real and this is live, right? So this is my main account. And so right now, so I sold AES, EQT, LBRT, so these are the three losing trades in here. And then I exited Tesla today as well, so the twin butterfly, right? And then yeah, so yep, so that's the main account, and then on the small account, I also did the same thing. I exited, you know, the some of the positions there too. In fact, I should exit this now, which I forgot to do that. Good thing I check. All right. So I will exit this later on today. But yeah, now I know you guys, probably some of you are watching this because you're curious about silver. So let me share with you my thoughts on silver, why it might crash even more, unfortunately. But what can you do to make money with it, even if the price goes up or the price goes down, right? So let's go back there and let me show you the bar chart first. So on silver, and I use the ETF SLV. Okay. So right now, as I record this video, we are at point zero in here, where the price is around 67.46, right? So around this mark, probably lower by now, So by the time I drew this line, the price was actually around, like 69 or close to 70. So anyway, so the first resistance, is around 67.48, which is where the price actually went down to. Okay, interesting, right? And then the second level of resistance, I mean, not resistance, but rather support, is at 60, what's this? 63.60, right? 63.60 or 63.95. And then after that, it can go down to 58.48. And this is the 24% drop, right? So dropping from $69 by the time I analyze this down to $58. So that can be a 24% drop. And, but unfortunately, no, it can actually go down to 52.30. This is the final. Well, if it drops below 52.48, then the next stop will probably be around 46, right? So but yeah, it can go down to as low as 52.30 if it doesn't stop going down. So that's the point, right? That's why it's important to understand, how to draw lines of resistance and support. On the other hand, there is a possible resistance at 75.77, and then maybe, right, it can go up to 86 to $84.60, right? So kind of like a weak level of resistance in there. So if it goes up beyond that point, I mean, like I think it can go up like really high, but there is no clear resistance level in here. Probably once you reach $95 perhaps, or maybe around 98, right? So but yeah, so the price can go up potentially to $85, or it can go down to $71, or even 67, or worst case with an E, that's level 3 there, 58.30. Worst case with a T, probably 52.48, right? So I think from here all the way down to here is 24%. So potentially it can go down 24%. I mean, the chances of it going down is higher, in my opinion. I could be wrong. And in fact, I want to be wrong, so because a lot of people have invested in silver, but they were caught off guard with this down move. I was caught off guard with this down move, and I bet a lot more people are as well, right? So with that, now the question is, how do you make money, if you don't know direction? Well, I kind of gave you a hint earlier on, when I showed you that the only profitable trade that I have today is on doing a twin butterfly on Tesla. And so I doubled down on it, and I'm doing a twin butterfly trade on silver, SLV to be specific. And right now, right? So this one is not updated, so we need to refresh this. So around 68.41, right? I entered this morning, and my plan is to hold on to this until Thursday, because based on option strat, like if nothing happens, if we just draw the profit and loss in here, if nothing happens, I might lose 24%. But if the price of silver goes up, let's say by the expected move, which is around $10, per share, well, the price of SLV to be specific. So let's say it moves by $10 to 78, right? Then I should make 37%, or let's just call it 35%. Or if it goes down by $10 down to 58.71, right? Then I should make 56%. But if it stays in the middle, I can lose 24%, right? And obviously, if the price continues to go down, my stop loss is around 25%. So I will be stop out right around here at 51.28 on the low end. Or if it shoots up, I will be stop out at 25%, which should be around 88.31, right? So whether it goes up or goes down, based on the expected move, it should move around $10. And so what I do, or what I did, was I have a long put butterfly to protect me on the downside, or to capture the profit on the downside if it does move to the downside. And let me move my face in here. I have a long call butterfly if it moves to the upside, and I capture the profit here. And as you notice, the wings of the butterfly, are $10 in width, so that I capture the expected move, right? So, but knowing silver, how volatile it is, yeah, in fact, the current volatility right now, according to option strat, is 129%. But as it goes up, the volatility can go down, right? And as it go, and as it goes down, the volatility can actually increase. But the nice thing is the middle part, the potential loss there is also lower, right? So, okay. Yeah, so that's the trade that I did for today, to hopefully capture the profit on silver, on SLV rather, whether SLV goes up or goes down. If you want to learn more about stock options and you want to follow my US investing championship journey so you don't miss any of the videos, any of the updates, subscribe to this channel. And if you're thinking of doing covered calls, well, I did a lot of back testing on it. And before you invest your hard earned money, watch this next video and I will see you there.